my most common nickname. It varies everywhere I go, but back home it's Big Red. It's always just stuck, and it's my Twitter handle. Hockey's a big part of our family, so we would always kind of get together and do that outside. And in St. Louis, it doesn't get too cold, but every once in a while we would get some snow and get to play around out there. I grew up in a house of 4 with 2 other sibling members. Hockey started with my uncle and my father. They played when they were kids and kind of grew up playing. And then, once my brother was old enough, they put him in skates, and I just kind of followed his lead. Me and my brother are very close. We're constantly talking, and we have a very good relationship and a very close relationship, especially I think hockey kind of helps with that. And he's still playing overseas, and it's something I really want to do, and he's probably my biggest role model when it comes to hockey.
He was kind of like a sponge. He would always follow me around, kind of always wanted to hang out with his older brother, and he always had a stick in his hand. He was probably holding a hockey stick before he could even really walk or run, so he always wanted to play goalie growing up, and my dad never let him, but I think it worked out for the best.
Charlie Combs goes driving towards the net. He scores! Took it all the way across to the far post. Slides it in between the post, and Jerusa gets 1-1.
I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to go to Bemidji State University. It's a pretty small town on a big lake, but spent 3 years there. It was a great time. Freshman year, I kind of jumped in and tried to make a name for myself, and I developed so much as a hockey player. I would say that I really rounded out my game to be a more complete 200-foot player, and have nothing but good things to say about Bemidji. I got my degree from there, and I'm very happy with that.
Did well for what he was given, and I think heading into the summer we were really focusing on trying to do the grad transfer and trying to find the best spot for him.
Skill is there for you. You got to have that in order to play. That's the first thing that's going to get you noticed. After that, work ethic. And once you're on the radar and we recognize who you are, then we start to do our homework on character, what they're like away from the rink, and what they're like as a teammate. Those are all the boxes you have to check. I was sitting here, saw his name. You're always on the portal, you go through all the names. I've known his game for a long time. What gets him recognized is he scores a lot of goals. Wherever he's been, he's scored. His old school, his old junior team coaches have all had nothing but great things to say about his personality and character, which is combined with a strong work ethic. And once we knew about that, combined with his goal scoring, we knew we wanted to get him here.
I really wanted to go somewhere where I could develop more as a player and kind of fit in a better system for myself. There was a couple teams that I looked at and think I could have fit in and done well with, but I think just the fit with Michigan State, it was hard to say no. Once I got that first email from X, it was an easy decision for me, and obviously I couldn't come for a visit. Committing before even knowing if we were going to have a season or not was definitely kind of the high risk, high reward situation. DC, he did an awesome job of telling me kind of his expectations for me, and it fit everything that I wanted and more. Coming here just to open and see new things was something that I really wanted to do, and I think it really did pay out.
Still 53 seconds left in the power play. Spartans doing a great job. Combs shot, goal!
Charlie Combs first as a Michigan State Spartan.
Right when I showed up to campus, I had to quarantine for 7 days and take 2 COVID tests, so I was here in East Lansing for a week without really meeting any of the guys or my roommates. I got really close with my pod, and it was such an easy transition for me. The guys are such great guys. They were all welcoming and open for me, and that was something I was definitely nervous about, was coming into a situation where, I didn't fit in or something, but it turned out to be an awesome fit.
We got to make sure we get the right character and personality that can come into a locker room that's already been established. And Charlie's done a fantastic job of that. And the cool part about all this, Drew DeRitter was asked in an interview, who's the funniest player on your team? Charlie Combs was the answer. That says enough about Charlie.
To make the switch to Michigan State, I think it's just so big for him. I mean, he's getting top-notch academically, and obviously with the Big Ten being so competitive, I think it's just a great mix of academics and the hockey. So I think it's just a really good fit for him.
This opportunity means the world. I'm just fortunate to continue my hockey career, and the bonus of Extending my studies is even more special. Getting my master's in sports coaching and leadership in that program has been awesome. It's something that I want to do when I'm older.
Quick shot, not sure if it made it through. Big hit along the far side.
He gets the opportunity to graduate with a 4-year degree from his previous school and leave here with a Michigan State Master's, which is going to go a long way. What we tell all recruits, the Michigan State brand is known worldwide. He's going to be able to get a job because of the network we have here at Spartans.
I've definitely developed even more. Every year is a chance to get even better. Michigan State's really upped my game, and the speed aspect and the way of thinking the game. This is such a fast game that I'm coming out to practice with all these good hockey players and picking their brains and just watching everyone play and competing against top-end skill night in, night out. Every day during practice, I can just see myself creating better habits, that I'm happy with, and something that I hope sticks and keep growing and keep moving forward.
Here's a long shot coming from the blue line from Powell Connor, a little tie-up, and it's in the net. The Spartans have tied it up. And what an addition Charlie Combs has been to this Michigan State program, the graduate transfer from Bemidji State, now his 3rd goal of the season.
The most important part of his game is his relentless pursuit of pucks. The puck is the most important thing in hockey. And you gotta have the courage in order to get it. And he has that. His job is to go out there, stay above pucks, stay on the right side, and when he gets it, put pucks on net. When he does that, goals will come, points will come for our team, and success will follow. Take care of his classes, do his work. We have nothing to worry about there. Michigan State is going to be a better hockey program this year and in the future for having Charlie Combs.
I want to stay in the game of hockey, and it's definitely my passion, and couldn't see myself anywhere else. Learning the ins and outs of coaching is, it's been special, and I'm excited for the future in both receiving my master's and playing hockey.